Hello everyone, my name is Rodrigo Bermeo from Bermeo and Bermeo Law Firm in Ecuador. I'm very excited to be here and talk about innovation. I'm going to talk about how chocolate, cows, and intellectual property law are connected. There doesn't seem to be much connection with those different fields, but they are in fact connected. Um, I'm an intellectual property lawyer in Ecuador. I went to school in Ecuador first. I have a lawyer degree from Ecuador, and then I have a master's degree from Boston University in the United States. I'm also admitted to practice in New York. Um, I'm always been close to innovation and entrepreneurship. Say it's been part of my job, part of my life. I'm involved in different businesses. I have a chocolate company. I have a dairy farm which I manage, and my main field of practice is intellectual property at a law firm. Um, I'm gonna talk first about how I got involved into a farm. When I was very young, just life's paths let me manage a very large dairy farm, a large dairy farm for Ecuador. I had no agricultural preparation, so I had to investigate and do research on my own. All this while going to law school. Um, it was a real challenge, but the only way I could pull it out was using technology to support me in all the day-to-day managing. I didn't have all the time to travel to the farm because I was in law school. I also had to work at the law firm. Here in Ecuador, we work while we go to school. So basically, I had two jobs and two different careers. One a regular career in the university, and another one just on my own doing research so I could know a little more about agriculture. The technology I used first, well, this was a great opportunity for me because I love technology. And since I was in charge, I could decide what I was going to do with it. So the first thing we did was get a good software to help managing the day-to-day farm, manage all the cows, know what's happening with the cows when they are expected to calve, their production, etc. Then we got RFID. Those are electronic ID ear tags. So all the cows here have a chip in their ear. So with antennas, they at the milk parlor, the antennas detect the cows, and everything is done via computer. The parlor measures production, measures if well, it detects if the cow is sick or it's safe to be milked. If otherwise, we would milk it separately, and it gives us a little bit of well, a lot of alerts if the milk is doing it has some sort of problem or not. Um, Well, another thing that we do with that is we have we have a software that helps us decide on how much food we need. Those are the latest technologies. So this is something that we are gonna do in the future, and there would be a computer that basically feeds the cows. Um, the difference here is that our cows are mostly pasture fed. They have a little ration just when they're being milked, and that's the ration that would be fed automatically. I know that there's now tons of robotic technology for milking for dairy parlors in Europe, in the U.S., probably in Brazil as well, because farms there are a little bigger than farms in Ecuador. But for now here we're very good. We're trying to be very efficient, and that's why supporting on technology, I've been able to manage the farm just with 1 or 2 days a week. I have another software that measures pasture, manages pasture. So we measure the pasture, the growth, all the paddocks, how much fertilizer we're putting in, how much growth we have depending on the fertilizer. And the future plans for this are creating a dashboard which would connect all the information from all the different softwares. Those are commercial softwares that we have, and create that business intelligence that would allow me to know all the different data and how it's transforming the farm. Um, well, what about innovation at the farm? This is like the place where we see most of the innovation because every day we're learning something new. Of course, our core business is milk, but then we have some agricultural products. We might have to plant potatoes, to plant trees. We have irrigation projects. Now we have a honey project. We have bees that they help pollinate all the all the forests here. So every time we are doing something, we're learning, and that's innovating. And my goal is to learn how to do it and to try to make it better. So that's a little bit of what I do at the farm. Um, my as mentioned, my main business is I'm a trademark lawyer. We advise all size of companies. My law firm was founded by my grandfather in 1948, so we've been along for a long time. We advise Fortune 500 companies. We advise small startups, and of course, we advise them with their patents, with their trademarks. We help getting out new products. We help protecting their patents, and well, being involved in so many different businesses and personal projects, it's a great asset to the clients because I feel that everything is connected. And whenever I have a client that's talking about fertilizers, well, I know a lot about fertilizers, agriculture, and of course, clients that come to Ecuador are mostly focused in agriculture because where our economy is mostly based on agriculture, except for oil exports, but then it's agriculture. Um, and this is the innovation that I wanted to talk about. What I do at the law firm. Um, well, I also joined the law firm very early, since I was 18 years old. And I always started focusing on the software, on our docketing software. We couldn't find something similar. At first, it was very simple. At first, we tried, well, our law firm is very it's very strong in how we organize the files. We have a very good file organization, so that helps us manage all the different trademarks because we handle a very large volume of trademarks here in Ecuador, and now we're expanding to all Latin America. So my first job was a simple mail merge that basically took information from the database, and we made sure that we were reporting to the right people. That gave us a huge advantage back in the day. That was year 2000 to 2004. Nobody had that. We could merge designs, we could merge logos, and we made sure that everything was great at first. Um, but then, well, back from the US, when I started being more serious at the law firm, and well, the challenges were also growing. So I focused on making our database and our software better to help us be more efficient. Um, my background influenced a lot here. You won't understand, but how how we manage cows had a lot to do with how we are supposed to manage legal matters. Um, with cows, you handle everything in bulk, and then you focus on the cows that are sick. With legal matters, I said, well, why not? We can do that. We can manage legal matters in bulk. If there's really no issue, we can manage them in bulk, and then again focus on the sick cows or in the sick matters that need our personalized attention. So I tried to restructure the software and our workflow to handle things in large volumes, and now we're very efficient. Um, well, we have our software consists on a database for docketing purposes. It's very different from commercial databases. There are a lot of databases that or software that you can just purchase online. But um, the reality here in Ecuador is that we don't have uh, an official database. The IP office has three or four different databases, and they are not connected. So what we've been doing in at our law firm is that we we used to type all the information into our software, and then we had a very complete database for all of the trademarks. Usually software that you can buy, they let you manage just the trademarks that you handle, not all of the trademarks in Ecuador. So that's also a very, very big advantage. Um, so one of my first developments was that um, we need to upload a lot of information from when there are not new trademarks coming out, they get published in the Gazette. So we made a module that it reads, it pulls out all the important information, it stores the logos, it stores all the dates, and all the important information, and then it reports to clients. This happens in less than a day. Usually, when it was done manually, it took 2.5 months, and we got a gazette every single month. Now it's done basically. We upload like if we were uploading an attachment in an email, and that reads and processes everything in less than 15 minutes. And then our clients usually find out about the publication even before I do. So normally I would get an email from the client saying, "Hey, thank you for the publication," and I had not had a chance to check the publications yet, just because the software does it faster. Then we changed that. We added a new module for certificates of registrations. So once trademarks are granted, you get a certificate. So then again, instead of typing all that information into a software and then planning on reporting to a client, we have a module. We built a module. This was done recently in actually during the pandemic. Um, so we can process like 5 certificates per second, and it gets again all the important information, all the dates, all the data. It uploads to the system and then reports to the clients immediately. So once again, our clients know exactly when something was done. They find out even before I do. Um, Another strength about this software that we're currently and we're always developing, it's the reporting system. Um, we used to translate things 6 or 7 times, and it made no sense. So we basically organized everything. So we have one official translation, and we can report to our clients in Spanish or English or whatever language. If we can always scale up to adding different languages, because all the information would be right. Um, Another important thing is that we have tons of different clients, small clients, very large clients, and they all want the information. They all want to receive the information in their own way. They have their own processing systems, and they all want it their way. So basically, we had to adapt and make our database flexible to what the clients want, just to be notified in time and get the information for them to be useful, to process it, and then either use it if they are the final client, or send it to a final client. Um, so then again, with very large companies or very large law firms, um, you have a lot of people involved, and you have to make sure that you always copy the person in charge. If it was a company, maybe you would have to copy the brand manager, the marketing team, or the assistant. And we organized all our database, all our software, to make sure that we can manage every single trademark or every single matter with a different contact. So even if we manage 1 million trademarks, we can have a single contact for each one of them. So that's basically our biggest strength now at the law firm. And the future is that we'll try to connect more countries. We'll try to make some sort of connection with the IP databases. Well, I love technology. I'm a techie, but I'm not a programmer. I learned a little bit when I was a kid, and uh, I spend a lot of my time talking to developers and programming people. I spend a lot of time with the IT guys, so it's very interesting and how all the ideas come together, and they help us. I think the software is there is no software, no similar software. As I mentioned before, the all the commercial databases or softwares are different, and they don't